This is the Morning Swim Show for Friday, April 16th, 2010. I'm your host, Peter Bush. In the Phoenice Monitor today, we'll talk to Coach Dan Cottam. He's the co-head coach of the Crow Canyon Sharks in Northern California. And later in the show, we'll also unveil the poll results from this week and give you a new poll question. First, let's get to Coach Cottam. He joins us right now in the Phoenice Monitor. Hey, Coach, how you doing?
Good. How's it going, Peter?
Good. Welcome to the show. We know you just had your team at the Far Western Nationals, which we actually stream live at swimmingworld.tv. Tell us about that meet. Is it just a regional meet for you guys in Northern California, or do you get a lot of swimmers from all over?
Yeah, it's a pretty big meet. I think 13 states were represented in all, somewhere in the neighborhood of 150 teams, so all over California. It's really good exposure for age group kids, even for the older high school kids. Some of the best in the country were still there, so great meet.
Yeah, we've heard some people describe it as one of the best age group meets in the country. I mean, you just see some serious talent there?
Yeah, I would agree with that for sure. I'm not too familiar with what goes on the East Coast, but like I said, a lot of other states come out, and I know in the summertime you'll get teams from Canada and Mexico, even sometimes from Asia. So it's a pretty big meet.
Well, how'd your team do?
We did very well. We ended up coming in second overall to a team that's gold medal club, and we really respect them. They have a lot of kids to draw from, but very proud of our kids from the oldest to the youngest. It was a total team effort. So.
All right, one of your stars, who we've mentioned once or twice here on the show, is Madison White. Great 200 backstroker, only 15 years old, and she's already gone, I think, 155 in the 200 short course back.
Yes.
All right, give us what's the scouting report on Madison White for people who know nothing about her?
Well, Madison actually has been pretty talented for a while. Really since she was 6, 7, 8 years old. She kind of dominated the rec scene here in Contra Costa County, and then ended up going year-round when she was 11, and just, works hard and is really the model athlete, pays attention to her coaches, and very coachable kid. So we're really excited about her future.
What is the ceiling for her?
There is no ceiling. I mean, she went to Olympic trials in 2008. Brand new to the scene. We didn't go there with any expectations. Just tried to take the pressure off her, and then boom, she makes semifinals in the 200 back. Her first time there, so she doesn't really get rattled. She's pretty calm under pressure. So I don't know. I don't think there is a ceiling. I think it's up to Madison. So hopefully she just keeps working hard, and good things will happen.
It seems like every Olympic year there's a teenage girl who kind of stuns people just because she's not a big national name. Is Madison White going to be one of those girls in 2012 that makes the team, or is really close? I
hope so. Yeah, I really do. I mean, I would say like the immediate goal would to get into the top 8, get into that finals heat, and just kind of take it from there. But she'll be around for a long time. That's for sure.
Any other swimmers on the team that we should watch out for?
We have a pretty young group, 8 or 11, 12 girls that are all, for the most part nationally ranked. Actually, one of our 12-year-old girls, Ariana Sagafi, was high point winner, and she actually broke Madison's 50 back record. So very talented young lady. Definitely keep your eyes on her. And then we have another girl, Brittany Usinger, who broke the Pacific record in the 200 butterfly, 2:05 as a 12-year-old yards. So those two for sure. But like I said, we have a big group of kids, and all of them are talented, and they all work hard. So
yeah, I'd say that's pretty talented. I think I could go that in the 100 fly right now.
Yeah, me too. Same boat.
Well, Coach, what is your swimming background?
I grew up locally swimming for a summer rec team in Concord, Forest Park, and swam rec for about 4 years, and then I actually joined the Concord Pleasant Hill team, which is now the Terrapins, and swam year-round for the Terrapins from the time I was 9 all the way through college.
And describe what your team is like now. Is it a big club team, and what kind of stuff do you guys do? High volume, or are you more sprint specialty?
We're actually pretty small. We have about 60 kids, yearly. Some go, more come in, but it stays about 60. And Ethan and I just, we draw upon a lot of different sources. Growing up on the Terrapins, I was a distance swimmer. Ethan was a breaststroker. We trained pretty high volume, but we try to mix some more fun stuff in, and work on some sprint stuff with some toys and stuff like that. But it changes. It's never really the same, and I think that keeps it creative and fun for the kids.
And for those watching who don't know, Ethan Hall is your co-head coach, and he's married to Natalie Coughlin. Does Natalie ever stop by practice?
Yes, she does. She actually comes out and works with the kids sometimes on occasion, and I actually swam with Natalie too on the Terrapins, and Ethan and I have been best friends since we were about 9. We went through high school together, we went to UC Santa Barbara together, and now we're coaching together, so it's kind of come full circle.
Well, very cool. Coach, thank you very much for joining us, and good luck this summer.
Thank you very much.
All right, that's Coach Cottam joining us from Northern California, and that's it for the show today. No, that's not it for the show today. We'll be right back with a new poll question. See you in a minute.
Northwestern University. A tradition of excellence. Unlimited opportunities. Lifelong friendships. And exceptional academics.
All right, the poll question this week was, how many events do you think Ryan Lochte will swim at the 2012 Olympics? Remember, he said on a previous morning swim show that he's thinking as many as 9 events, but most of you thought that was mostly talk. In fact, 36% of you said 5 events or less. 23% said 6 events, about 19% of you said 7 events, 10% said 8 events, and just under 12% of you agreed with Ryan. All right, Ryan, if you needed some more training motivation, there you have it. All right, thank you very much for voting. New poll question. Which of these countries looks best so far this year going into the summer championship season? 4 choices here: Australia, France, Great Britain, and Japan. You can vote at swimmingworld.com. And that's it for the news today. I'm Peter Bush, reminding you to keep your head down at the finish. Aaron Pearsall graces the cover of the April issue of Swimming World magazine, the first time the world record holder has been on the cover in 10 years. John Lone writes about Pearsall's continued dominance in the backstroke events and what lies ahead for him leading up to the 2012 Olympics. Our April issue, as always, focuses on our picks for the 12 World Masters Swimmers of the Year. Beginning on page 18, you can read about the 6 men and 6 women our panel selected as the best master swimmers in the world, from Lois Kibbe-Nachman and Susan Vonderlip to Michael Mann and Barry Young. In our March issue, we counted down the 5 best female performances in the past decade at the NCAA Division I Championships. This month, we look at the 5 best on the men's side on page 10, from Chris Thompson's 1650 to Ian Crocker's world records. The USA Diving Winter Nationals recap rounds out our main section on page 13 with a look at some of the top divers who were named to the World Cup team. Besides our World Masters of the Year feature, our swim section features an article by Carlin Pipes-Nielsen on traveling to meets and a profile of former national team member Kiko Price. Mike Stott's Q&A with AquaJet's coach Kate Lunston begins on page 25, and Lunston breaks down how she trains up-and-comer Rachel Bootsma. Age group record setter Michael Andrew and age group swimmer of the month Kathleen Baker are the highlights of the junior swimmer section, which also features a look at the rising trend of making young swimmers versatile in all strokes. Premium members get plenty of bonus features in the digital version of the magazine. On page 18 is a look back at the 5 memorable interviews on the morning swim show, such as this talk with world record holder Cesar Cielo. What did you think about the race? I mean, was it the perfect start, the perfect breakout, the perfect technique? I mean, how did you analyze it afterward?
Well, actually, I think the scary thing was that I was talking with to Brad after the race, and I think my start wasn't that good, and my breakout wasn't that powerful. So I think we still have some room to improve. And I'm really excited to see what's going to happen this year with the jammers and try to get the start going, try to get the best breakout I can, and see what the real time I can go in the jammer. But I think we're still a little bit away from the perfect race. I think we still have room to improve.
If you're not a premium subscriber, just go to swimmingworld.com and click on the subscribe link.